Bears fans, brace yourselves. Something's happening in Chicago that could flip everything we know about this team. We stand on the precipice of a new era, a moment that has the potential to shift the very foundation of the Chicago Bears franchise. Could it be that destiny is finally aligning for the monsters of the Midway? If you believe the next Bears legend is already in our building, smash that like and stay locked in. The winds of change are sweeping through Hollis Hall, and the chatter is intensifying. It's not just the echoes of our glorious 1985 season that hang in the air. It's the anticipation, a burning hope that we felt all too often only to have it dashed on the rocks of disappointment. But could this be different? Could this be the mood that reawakens our defense? Is this the kind of spark that changes? An entire season before it begins? All eyes are waiting, hearts racing, as speculation mounts. Picture this: our young quarterback, Caleb Williams, standing in the pocket, capable of channeling the ghosts of Sid Luckman and Jim McMahon. Finally, set up for success. The canvas is being painted with bold strokes, and the color soon could be, or rather should be, Scherf gray. Wait, what did I just say? Yes, the whispers are turning into roars across social media. Brandon Scherf, a stalwart of the trenches, a 5-time Pro Bowler, might just be donning our navy and orange. Let that sink in. As we turn the narrative, this isn't just another name linked to the Bears. This is the piece that could complete the intricate puzzle of our roster before training camp even kicks off. Imagine if Scherf arrives and solidifies. The offensive line that has often crumbled like a cheap cardboard box in the face of the fierce Chicago wind. The ghosts of last season loom large. Missed opportunities, pressures, and injuries left Williams scrambling like a headless chicken. He was a diamond exposed to the elements. But what could he become with the right protection? You might remember the moments, each hit, each sack, echoing in your mind, igniting a tempest of frustration. Fans poured their passion into each game, hoping to see that flash of brilliance, yet often left heartbroken as their quarterback was left vulnerable again and again. The rhythm of the game crashing like a wave against the rocks of poor execution. But this year feels different, doesn't it? There's a new head coach at the helm, Ben Johnson, the architect of one of the most creative offenses we've seen in Detroit. What if he's the key to unlocking Williams' true potential? A magician who can pull rabbits from a hat? Could Johnson be the one who turns Williamson's flashes of brilliance into a consistent performance? You see, the Bears have been working behind the scenes, creating a shift in momentum, refocusing their strategy in a way that's palpable, even in the offseason. They've lined up some impressive talent around Williams, and with Scherf in the tailwheel fold, that protection could be ironclad. But let's not forget the defense. While fans have rallied behind updated offensive strategies, let's pull our eyes back and remember the fabric that makes the Bears who they are, the tradition of a fierce, impenetrable defense. Chicago isn't just a city that loves offense. We revel in the bone-crushing hits, the plays that leave opponents questioning their manhood. The arrival of Grady Jarrett and Deo Odeimbo ignites a flame of hope there too. The balance of the roster gives us a legitimate shot at not just making the playoffs, but making our mark. Can it be true? Can we dare to dream? As fans, we're at an inflection point, the electric energy buzzing in the air, transmitting the aches of past failures and the hunger for an exceptional future. And so, we stand at the crossroads, and as the days of training camp loom closer, will Scherf's signature be the last piece we need, or merely another mirage in the desert of our hopes? Just when you think you understand the stakes, the winds shift once more, carrying the scent of optimism and possibility, as well as a hint of trepidation. Are the Bears finally, truly back? Or is the ghost of seasons past lurking just beyond the shadows? Stay tuned, Bears fans, because we might just be on the brink of something monumental. Or maybe, just maybe, we're closer to heartbreak yet again. Asterisk, if you feel the fire stirring in your bones, smash that like, drop a comment. And don't blink, because what's coming next could shatter every expectation. Imagine a locker room pulsing with electric tension, veteran voices raised in heated debate over play calls, young stars watching with wide eyes as the old guard fights to protect their legacy. The question on everyone's lips, what happens? When Scherf's trademark ferocity meets Disson's innovative play designs? Could this marriage of muscle and mind finally give Caleb Williams the breathing room to command the pocket like a general? But what if the very shakeup that brings fresh energy also fractures the team's fragile unity? Picture Roquan Smith, pacing in the hallway, replaying last year's late-game collapse, wrestling with whether this new guard will rally or divide. Hear Khalil Mack, whispers of doubt in his tone, demanding that every rookie pay his dues before earning a single snap under that famed metallic helmet. The scene is set, a clash of personalities, each with his own idea of what the Bears must become. Will the newcomers adapt to the storied culture of defense-first dominance, or will the weight of history crush their confidence beneath its iron fists? Think back to Mike Singletary's glare in the locker room, the way he forced every teammate to shoulder responsibility and embrace sacrifice. Can this new crop of talent endure the same crucible? Or will the memory of Ehrlicher roaming free in that 2006 defense feel like a ghost too large for modern men to fill? And then there's the ripple effect across the league. Rumors swirl in. Division rival war rooms. Green Bay's coaches sweat over film of Scherf bulldozing edge rushers. Detroit quietly schemes how to counter Dayo Odeyingbo's sudden burst. Will the Lions double down on blitz-heavy packages? Will the Packers revisit their own offensive line plans to keep pace? The NFC North is poised on a knife's edge. Every front office watching Chicago's every move, waiting to pounce at these shrewd additions prove mere smoke and mirrors. Yet deeper still lies the human story. Young Williams, standing alone under the stadium lights at night, helmet off, eyes scanning the silent seats, wondering if this year will be different. Will the thunderous protection Scherf promises shield his rookie heart from the bruising reality of NFL hits? Will the weight of expectation, born from decades of Bears lore, forge him into legend or fracture him beyond repair? Can the chemistry gel quickly enough in training camp clashes, early preseason tests, and those first hard-hitting regular season snaps when every misstep stings twice as hard? It's a gamble of epic proportions. We've seen false dawns before. Super Bowl or bust posters peeled off walls in December, only for the team to stagger home underweight and underachieving. But this time, whispers of something monumental swirl with an intensity that feels almost tangible, like the storm clouds gathering over Lake Michigan just before a summer downpour. The stakes couldn't be higher. Playoff hopes, potential coaching. Legacies, the livelihood of careers on the line. Coaches whisper of next dash man dash up mentalities and iron sharpens iron mantras. But what does that mean when the iron in question arrives with championship hardware and Pro Bowl credentials? Can the coaches integrate fresh stars without dimming the flame of those who bled for the franchise? Could a fracture emerge between those who earned their stripes in past seasons and the new wave riding high on off-season hype? And beyond the locker room walls, Chicago itself pulses with anticipation. Bars on Clark Street hold watch parties, where fans lean forward at every rumor, each social media whisper feeding into a collective fever dream that this year will break the curse. Street artists spray murals of Williams under siege, but bathed in victorious light, a poignant reminder of both struggle and hope. Local radio hosts clutch their microphones and shout for callers to predict whether this will be the year the Bears crawl out of the muck and roar their way to glory. But just as excitement peaks, a chill wind blows through the city. What if injuries strike? What if Scherf, that Pro Bowl wall, misses time? What if Williams, under the weight of myth and expectation, regresses instead of rises? The margin for error is razor thin. So here we stand at the edge of possibility and peril, the scent of fresh turf in training camp cutting through the dusty remnants of past failures. The flicker of hope dances in our eyes, but shadows of doubt lurk in every playbook adjustment. And locker room grin. Can this cast of characters, molded by pressure and driven by dreams, piece together the kind of season that rewrites history? Or are we circling back toward heartbreak, waiting for a final snap that will leave us clutching? At Ghosts Once More, hold on tight, Bears fans, because we're about to find out.